Hi, my name is Danielle Wilson, and I am just going to jump right into these dispositions because I'm a talker and I know myself and I'm going to run out of time. I think that I need to grow in all areas. As an educator, you should never stop learning yourself. So, wanting to improve in all of these areas just is something I aim to do. But there are three that I think that I really need to grow into, and the first one being high expectations. I think I'm pretty accurate when I set expectations for my students, but I'm pretty bad at setting expectations for myself. I'm either setting them way too high and feeling like I'm always failing them, or I'm setting them way too low and feeling like I'm never giving enough. Professional conduct is something that's hard for me because I'm from a very small community, and so I teach in the same place I grew up, and so that professional line sometimes gets blurred for me. So taking on more roles would, I think, help differentiate that. Reflection is probably the biggest one that I need to grow into because this is my third year teaching in this district, and I'm just now feeling like I have a solid foundation on everything I'm teaching. So now it's time to go through and nitpick all my lessons and really take the time to reflect on what I'm teaching. Honesty and compassion, I think, go hand in hand, and I think that those are two that I possess. You can't teach without being compassionate. I think that honesty is so important with compassion because they just go hand in hand to me. Curiosity is probably one of my favorite things because I love drawing out the curiosity in kids. I love making things fun and engaging for them so that they don't even realize they're really learning when they're doing your lessons. I love being creative with my lessons and with my kids. Fairness is another thing I like to do with my lessons. Every time I lesson plan, I sit down and I think about how can I challenge this kid? How can I support this kid to make every lesson feel like they are getting the most out of it as they can. I want every kid to feel successful when they're done with that lesson. The next one is respect for diversity of others. I love diversity. I always tell my kids that if we were all the same, life would just be so boring. So being different is cool. Being different is important. And advocating for that goes right into the next one. Advocating for that is something that I would have been more standoffish before because I don't like confrontation and I don't really love the spotlight to be on me. But after this year specifically teaching, I've realized how important it is to advocate for the kids in your class, whether that be academically or even at home, to advocate and to really educate people around them on how to advocate for others is really important. Dedication is something I possess. I don't know how to do something 50%. I'm in or I'm out. I am 100% dedicated to teaching. I know that God put me here to teach young kids. I think kindergarten is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I know that I am here to serve children. I just know that. I believe a teacher is not only here to teach students academically. I think that a teacher is there to make them fall in love with learning, make them feel safe and supported in the classroom. They need to be the ones to create an environment for that all to happen. So yes, you're teaching the state standards, and yes, you're coming up with this curriculum that's going to get you to master those standards. But really, I think that teaching comes from the heart, that you need to love and support these kids as much as you can so that they go on to be successful and pass that on as well. I think that a teacher that has mastered all of these dispositions is amazing, and it's truly a teacher I want to be one day. I just know I have a lot of growing to do, and I'm hoping grad school will help me get there.